Hello, this is Fred Hodgins up in Ontario, Canada, and going to do a little video about getting started with LifeVantage, understanding the terms, understanding the ranks that we have within LifeVantage. This is going to be a two-part series. The second one will be more about how to grow quickly and how to build your business. But this is about what each rank is, what it means to you, what you get when you get there, defining some terms, because in every industry there's terms, right? It wouldn't matter working at 7-Eleven or Starbucks or in any industry, there's terms in that industry. Well, network marketing and LifeVantage is no difference. There's some terms, so we need to understand those terms. So let's get to it. So we all know the world has changed. Today's date is December 13th, 2021. It's a Tuesday. And we all know the last year and a half, 2 years, the world's totally changed. The way we think, the way we interact, the way we do work, the way we shop, everything has changed, and it's changed forever going forward. And so here's some stats that I heard yesterday from Sharice Matthews, one of our key leaders within LifeVantage. And so the world has changed. 74% of people want more work flexibility. Isn't that the truth? Actually, I'm kind of surprised it's only 74%. 77% of people are interested in entrepreneurial opportunities, right? They're interested in a side hustle, or 3 out of 5 will stop at almost nothing to be their own boss. And so here we have, not only an economic engine, we have, a solution to many people's challenges. And one of her quotes from yesterday was, "Unity is life." And so at LifeVantage and Team Leverage, but we have this culture within the company where everybody helps everybody, from the management to the distributors, from different teams. The way this has just grown up, and the leaders have all made it a point to work together. It's very unique in this industry. It doesn't happen, but it's happened here at LifeVantage. And so because we understand that unity is life, but separation is death. And so I've done a presentation in the past, the 3 ways that we earn income, whether through a job or through owning a business or developing an economic engine. And so you can go review that, but that economic engine is what we're talking about here, and partnering with Team Leverage, partnered with LifeVantage. And this is the income disclosure sheet. I'm going to come across this, bring this up a couple times. Anytime we talk income with LifeVantage, we have to show this sheet. We're happy to show this sheet because this is an audited financial statement, and we're very happy to show this because the results are so good and it's transparent. And we're going to define some terms and some definitions. Go back to the website, the app, the detailed compensation plan to see the broader, bigger definition that I'm going to cover here in more terms. But there's some certain things that we need to understand. And remember, LifeVantage is a global company, right? So that ties into why we define some things the way we have to. So PV, well, every product has a point value or a product volume. They're interchangeable, or some call it a personal volume, right? Personal volume, but the definition here is point value, product volume. Because we're in multiple countries, each product has a product value. Like this is Pet Tandem. I think it's 25. Pro Tandem, I'll just grab it off the shelf here so I can hold the bottle up. That's whether it's in Canada or whether it's United States or the Netherlands or Japan, Pro Tandem has a PV of 40. In Canada, the dollar value is about $55 at this time. In the States, it's 50. We actually get a deal in Canada on Pro Tandem because the exchange rate is worse than that. LifeVantage is very kind to us. So that's why we have a point values, because we're in multiple countries. And we're paid based on the point value or the organizational volume. So your personal volume is that of your own purchases and that of your personally enrolled customers. When the product is shipped from the company to you or to them, right? That accumulates up as for your personal volume. The monthly requirements to become a qualified distributor right here is either 100 or 200 points. And 40 PV has to come from your own purchases, but we have such a wide suite of products that everybody does, 100, 200 or more. We do way more than that. My wife and I and our family, we do way more than that personally. But your customer volume counts to your personal volume as well. So some other terms are organizational volume. Well, that's the sum of the product value, point value of all the products purchased by you and anyone in your team. Or anyone in the company, actually, but for compensation, it's your team. So the commissionable value is where they take the organizational volume, and depending on the leg requirements and things, that's how you're paid. And in Canada, we get a bump up. In other countries, it will be the same. In Canada, the multiplier based on the commissionable volume is 1.3 because of the exchange rate. And that will be similar to say the Netherlands or Japan or any market we're in. A leg is when you personally enroll somebody, that person is frontline to you. Anybody that's below that person that's considered a leg. And you can have multiple legs with LifeVantage, so multiple frontline people. A high leg is the biggest team. So say you sponsored your sister and that leg is the biggest leg, that team is the biggest leg on your team, then that's called your high leg. And that's for commissions as well, and high leg 2 and so forth. And then a business center. At LifeVantage, we can earn multiple business centers. And your first one is obviously called your BC1. We just call it your distributorship. We don't really differentiate at that point, but you can earn some extra business centers, and also your spouse can enroll too. There's a way to do that. We've done other videos on that. You can't sponsor your spouse, but there's a way to do that in another video, or get back to us or the person that shared this with you. So let's start with the basics of leverage, right? So we need to understand some leverage, and we're going to just summarize what we just talked about. Every product has a point value, a product value, volume or point value. These points, when they're in your organization, is called organizational volume. And your rank and your pay are related directly to the point value, organizational volume, and the legs. So we get started at LifeVantage. Customers join for free, and they pay wholesale for product if they're on a subscription. But this presentations and this videos for distributors. We can start in the States for $50 and do a product order. But most people start with one of the kits because of the value that's added, and the $50 kit is included. And so that's 250 points. You can see here it's $299, and in Canada it's $375 Canadian. And it's this product assortment in the States. In Canada, it's a little different. And so, but in the US, it's a regular value at wholesale at $466. So it's a 33% savings when you buy this, but the point value is 250 points. So if you're buying a premier pack in Canada, it's 250 points. In Japan, in Singapore, in the Philippines, and so forth. And so the premier or the elite pack, the basics of leverage, the elite pack has much more products. You can see all this down here, but the value of this for $999 is $1,900. It's a savings of 48%. The product value itself is around $1,600, $1,550, $1,600. And then the company was given a full year's worth of training that is down in this corner here. So the company's investing in you. So in your starter kit, buying your franchise, if you will, for $999. In Canada, that's $1,300. You get all the training for a year. A lot of people, most people, if they're buying this pack, that we say in our team, get in where you fit in. But for leverage and for being able to use and utilize all the products, create the right story, everything right here. The elite pack is a good program. It's actually by far the best value, and it's 850 points. So let's talk about the basics of the ranks, right? What do you receive at each rank? So a qualified distributor, to recap, is at 100 points. So anyone between 100 and 199 points is getting 30% fast start commission on all the new customers and distributors that they purchase in their first month. So if they do a spot order the second in the same month, hey, I wish I'd have bought this. Well, they can do that because there's free shipping in the States. In Canada, if we do over $150, it's free shipping, as long as we're on a subscription. But the company covers the cost of the shipping, and with those kits we just purchased, that they cover the cost there. Over 200 points on all the first orders in that first month, you're paid 40%. So it's a 10% upgrade on all the, and that doesn't matter what month it's in. So say you've been with the company your first month or your 10th month, it's still the same thing, or your 10th year or your 20th year. So this isn't something that's just there for the beginning. It's whenever you bring in somebody new. And so the first rank as a distributor, you bought your, say, elite pack or your premier pack, and you're started and you're a distributor. So anything less than 999 points, you're a distributor. And you're paid 2% from the first level. So if you brought in a couple customers, you're paid, of course, the first month 40%, and then after that it'll be 2% on the front level. So I did this little drawing here as you. So this is a house, and because we do business in our houses, we meet people in our homes. So this is you in your house, and anybody, any customer, anybody that you share these great products with, they're called frontline to you. So that's called a leg right there. So the first rank above that, the first rank is called Pro 1, and that's between 1,000 and 2,499 points of business. So you came in with a premium or an elite pack. They just changed the names of them. So an elite pack, and you brought in a couple customers or something, then you're at Pro 1, and that would be you're paid 2 levels, 2% on your first level and 5% on your second level. And that can go out as wide as it goes out, right? So, and I'd like this 2% on the front level, just to display it for a sec. We make 40% on the first order, but after that, it could be our friends, your mom, your sister. And so you don't want to make money from your friends anyways. LifeVantage designed this very, very smart from the very beginning for the right reasons. And then we're paid 5% on our second level. So we're getting the basics of this so we can go a little faster now. Pro 2 is 2,500 points to 4,999. It jumps to being paid 4 levels deep. So being Pro 1 is 2 levels. This is 4 levels deep that you're getting paid. As wide as it goes, those first 4 levels that you're paid. And again, if the elite pack we're bringing in, remember there's 850 points there. So it's, bring in yourself and 3 others, you're a Pro 2. And there's other programs for that we have that are getting in a pool by doing 500 points and 5 customers beyond the scope of this. So the average income off that income sheet for a Pro 2 is $228 per month. The average time it takes to get there is 5 months. A lot of people do this in their first month or second month because of the elite packs of doing that. So let's just keep moving on. Pro 3 is what we call the core rank or the foundational rank. It's 5,000 points to 9,999. And this is where it starts to get fun. You're getting paid 5 levels deep. The average income is almost $600 a month. So times that by 12, an extra, a raise of $7,000 a year, plus all your fast start money for bringing in new people. But parts of the comp plan open up. We now start getting daily pay. You start check matching your entire organization 5 levels deep. That's a big deal, right? In other companies, it doesn't work that way. At this rank of Pro 3, you check match your whole group. So in other words, all the unilevel checks they get, you're matching those checks. And then you start getting paid what's called a launch bonus. And it's basically 5% of the points on all the packs that are on your team. So any of the elite packs or the premier packs, you get paid 5% of all those packs. So this is that income disclosure sheet again. So this is Pro 3. Average income of 581, takes an average of 8 months to get here. So pretty cool. Pro 4 is the next rank. You know, it's just 1 through 10. This is a leadership rank. You're paid 6 levels deep now. So this slide over here, but something really cool happens. The company gives you a second business center, frontline to yourself. So they just give you that. You need to request it, but now you can build underneath this business center and you get paid twice on it. Very, very key. When I saw that, I wanted to go Pro 4 as fast as possible. We did it our second month because I knew that would open up a whole new way to make income up. From a leverage perspective, it's massive. The average income is $1,400 a month. So times 12, what are we talking? $15,000 a year approximately. The average it takes is 12 months, the second business centers, and you still get your check match, your daily pay, which is going to be all the way through the company now for the rest of your career. Pro 5 is another leadership rank. The comp plan shifts a little bit, is you need 3 legs. But remember, you just got your second leg or your third leg because they gave you a BC2. You're now paid 7 levels deep. The average income is roughly 3,000, and that's the average income. It takes approximately 15 months. So when they looked at all the Pro 5s in the company, the average it took there for all of those people that got there was 15 months. They recognize you as a leader now, and they pay for a trip out for you and your spouse to go to Pro 5 Summit to meet with the company, receive special training. And again, this income sheet here. So Pro 5, almost 3,000 is the average, 15 months, audited financial statement. So Pro 6 is the next level, and the company gives us some more, right? So you're paid 8 levels deep. Again, so if you notice the rank level, starting at 2, you're paid 2 levels deeper than the rank, right? That's an easy way to remember it. You get a third business center, right? That's pretty cool. You can place it below here, or you can place it frontline. When you get there, we'll talk about it. The average income is, $6,000 a month, and that's monthly income. It takes 22 months as average. Should have put monthly in the slide there. All of these are monthly. So that would be roughly $70,000 a year, $80,000 a year. And now you're included in special leadership Zooms with the company and calls with the company, and at all the major events, the Pro 6s and above get together, we'll meet with the CEO and other leaders. It's a lot of fun. So this is a real important rank, and you're making good money now. For us, I was able to retire from my job at that point. Pro 7 is the next rank, because 7 comes after 6. You're paid 9 levels deep. Here, something new kicks in. A couple things kick in. This is called an elite rank, and you receive a share in the global revenue pool. This is a share, so it's approximately $1,400, $1,500 a month. So approximately $18,000 a year raise. Imagine getting an $18,000 a year raise. The average income is $12,000 a month. It takes 28 months. You start the qualification for the Jeep. Actually, you can start at Pro 6 and qualify at Pro 7. Then you're also included in special elite Zoom meetings, the special dinner at all the major events, special seating at the events, and so forth. Pro 8 is just more volume in your business. You can see you're doing, this number here, 200,000 to almost 500,000, 49999 of organizational volume. You're still paid at the rank level of 7 and above. It's all paid 9 levels deep. You receive a second share in the global revenue pool. That's approximately $40,000 a year. Again, that's approximate. It's going to be a little higher or a little lower. It's every month that you're a Pro 8, you get a share in that pool. But the average income is almost 24,000. The average time it takes all the Pro 8s, they looked at that, and the average time it took them all to get there was 31. And you're not sitting on your duff making this happen to do this. You own your Jeep. It's not a car program. You own the Jeep and all the other things that go with that. Pro 9 is a third share. The main difference is a third share. So there's less Pro 9. So the share in the pool is the same. There's less people that are qualified. So it's approximately $80,000 a year range raised. The average income is $50,000. Again, this is an audited financial statement, 37 months to get there. And here you are in your home, you're doing your 200 points, right? And we've built a team of people that are self-consuming product and sharing this opportunity, sharing the products. And then Pro 10 is our top rank. There's a couple ranks above that. I'm not going to go through those. The company gives you a fourth business center, which you can place wherever you want, right? We'll talk about that when you get there, but they give you a fourth business center. You're paid 9 levels deep, a fourth share in the global revenue pool. I think there's 12 or 14 Pro 10s right now. And so it's significant, this share. A monthly income on the income disclosure sheet is $85,000 a month average. It's interesting, the average time it took all the people that reached Pro 10 was less than Pro 9. It's a different leg requirement, but it's doing $1 million above in volume. And you get a one-time bonus of $100,000 when you reach there. You can donate that, you can keep it, you can go on a trip, you can do what you want. And your launch bonus here, because you're going to, every pack that's moved in your whole organization, it's only blocked when there's a Pro 10 below you, which would be a nice way to block it, is 2.5% of every pack that comes through. Special trips, limos picking you up at the airport, the events, and so forth, seating up front, meeting with the corporation, with the CEO and the management team. So I'm going to close it here with the income disclosure sheet again, and you can take a screenshot. You can look through this. This is on our LifeVantage website. And so, you know, why would you do a home-based business? Why would you do something different? Why would you do something extra? Get out of your comfort zone. Well, I can only answer for me is I wanted freedom. I wanted out of that refinery. I didn't like the environment there as far as, you know, the negative environment. And I just wanted something more out of life. I wanted to build an asset to pass to my kids and my grandkids. I wanted to spend time with people and get the money thing out of the way. So freedom means you're unobstructed in living your life. You know, Blue Elam has said, if he said it once, he said it 1,000 times, is dig your well before your well goes dry. Because life is going to happen. It's going to happen to all of us. And so if the money part didn't make a difference, if you didn't even think about money, if something happens, man, you know, because life happens. And so with that, I just want to thank you for your time here. And then look at the other video that I did on fast track to elite, and even the 3 different ways of making income. And that's all available on our website, lvconnector.com. So with that, I'm going to stop the recording and appreciate your time, and just go make your dreams happen. Make this world a better place. Do the next right thing. Go out and just be a good person, right? Love on the world, and let's make the world better together. All right. Take care, everybody.